Okay, hey everyone, Shadow Harvester here. Welcome back to Pokkén Tournament. Obviously the last time I cleared the other tutorials, I messed up a lot. I pretty much pushed a button when I shouldn't have and all that. And now I guess on to Pokkén Special Training Course. And of course, Pokkén Maniac course. Let's begin, shall we?
Which Pokemon are you battling with?
Chandelure, of course.
If you hold the
Homing
last
attacks,
hit of
huh?
a homing attack,
Or
it
charging
will cause
homing
your
attack.
opponent to guard break. When a guard break occurs in field phase, it will cause a phase shift. Use a charged up homing attack and cause a guard break. There's not much time left. Looks like you didn't quite make it.
Of course.
All right, let's head to the next one.
Stupid me. Canceling.
During duel phase, there are actions you can use that quickly link up Pokemon moves. This is also a type of cancel. By using cancels, you will be able to freely link up your actions. And based on the type of Pokemon move, you may also be able to deal consecutive hits. Try to cancel this action and land consecutive hits with a Pokemon move.
Oh, come on.
There's not much time left.
It didn't give me enough time to even look at the button manual.
Looks like you didn't quite make it. Alrighty, let's move on.
Jump to avoid a ranged attack.
Your opponent has pinned you down with repeated ranged attacks. In times like these, you should try jumping to ward off their attacks. If your opponent is close enough when you jump, you can strike back during the opening in their ranged attack. If you find timing your jumps right to be too tricky, you can always try a block and try to move in closer for an attack.
Use clash steps to avoid a ranged attack.
Ranged attacks can be a real pain, huh? The way they chase after you like that. It's times like these you can use a step technique to negate their homing abilities. Use some well-timed steps to avoid an incoming ranged attack.
Thank you. Anti-air actions.
During duel phase, when your opponent launches a powerful attack while jumping, you can use anti-air actions to effectively intercept their attack. When in a high stance, you can press the Y button to use anti-air actions. Use the Y button while in a high stance to intercept an incoming jump attack.
Wait. I keep messing up.
There's not much time left. Ah, that's too bad.
Of course, I screw up.
Right, let's head to the next one.
I'm losing my patience with this. Or my
If
concentration.
you block against an attack that leaves a big opening, it will give you the chance to strike back. If you launch your attack fast enough, the opponent will be left unable to block against it. Pull it off, and you're guaranteed to deal some damage.
I can't forgive myself how bad I'm doing in these tutorials.
Block against your opponent's incoming attack and swiftly strike back. There's not much time left. Looks like you didn't quite make
Oh,
it.
come on!
Alrighty, let's move on.
Well combos. Or wall
By knocking your
combos.
opponent's battle Pokemon into the wall, you'll leave them open for some follow-up attacks. By effectively using the walls, you can unleash some actions that normally only knock down your opponent and deal some massive damage.
I'm really starting to suck at this. And I'm so sorry.
Try to land some wall combos. Like you didn't quite make it.
Finally! Thank you! Stupid me. Anyway, yes, Pokkén Maniac course. There is no excuse of how bad I'm doing.
Which Pokemon are you battling with?
They don't give you that long of a button thing, and these videos are probably so boring that no one's probably gonna watch them. And if you do, thank you.
In close combat, it's important to understand what the situation will be like after each attack. For instance, after you land one of your moves, you usually have a small window of time where you can move while your opponent is still stunned. Which means you can move in for another attack. On the other hand, if your opponent uses a block against you, they'll be able to make their next move before you can. Your best bet in such situations is to keep your cool and just use a block. It might also be a good idea to try to pull off a counterattack. Also, when your attack misses its mark, you'll be left completely open to your opponent. So make sure to try to only use attacks at a distance you know will hit your opponent.
Wall blasts.
If you're pressed up against the wall when a phase shift from dual phase to field phase occurs,
Interesting.
you'll be blasted off the walls like this. You'll take some damage when this happens. But I guess, if you think of it as your chance to break away from the wall and reposition yourself, it doesn't really seem so bad. If it gets launched by a powerful attack, your Pokémon will automatically perform a mid-air recovery. After a mid-air recovery, it will be temporarily invulnerable to attacks. Press forward on the plus control pad when this happens, and you can change the direction of its mid-air recovery. While you're falling back down, you can also use the plus control pad to slightly change the direction of your fall.
Ranged attack priority.
When two ranged attacks collide, the stronger of the two may completely negate the other.
It's so hard not to talk.
If both are at about the same level, they will cancel each other out.
Because I want to talk during this game because I'm making...
When you know you can't beat your opponent in a clash of ranged attacks, it's best to just block or jump to dodge those attacks.
There's so much talking. Recover available HP.
You know, you can actually recover some of the damage you take.
Okay. Recoverable HP.
You can recover this recoverable HP by causing a phase shift.
Man, oh man. Is it hard to say anything?
You can also recover this recoverable HP by using Synergy Burst or via the effects of support Pokémon. Don't forget that during Synergy Burst, you will gradually recover your recoverable HP. Keep in mind that you can also lose recoverable HP. If your opponent causes a phase shift while you're in field phase, you'll lose some of your recoverable HP.
That's unfair. Attack compatibility.
If you attack while jumping, such as by pressing the X button while in high stance, you'll be able to launch your attacks while avoiding low ground level attacks.
Alright. Seems interesting.
In that same style, anti-air actions will easily win over higher placed attacks.
This just seems like it's gonna be talking.
No matter which case, the point is that both, when matched up, will have the unilateral advantage over the other.
Drop rules for...
I'm sure I've already told you how battle stages come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes, but the terms that determine how synergy power appears differ between battle arenas too.
Maybe I should just shut up. Synergy power appearances.
If you take the time to study the stages themselves, you'll be able to use the terrain to your advantage.
Tutorial finished.
Thank you. Now what? Is there more of the tutorial I have to do?
Choose your Pokémon.
Oh, no! Stupid me. I didn't mean to do that.
in close contact, which means, on the other, your best, it might also be a good idea to try to pull off a counterattack.
Okay, so now what? More tutorials, or should I? And let's see what these are like. Or okay, no, the tutorial is basically over, so yeah.
Hey, have you heard about Amiibo? I hear if you touch them to your gamepad, you can get some presents or something.
Yes, I probably could, but I don't really care for amiibos. They're a waste of money to me. But anyway, I guess I'll end this part. Sorry it was so boring, but that's the tutorial, I guess, over. Next time, we'll do something. So, see you then. And don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Bye-bye.